There's something about the feeling of a warm summer wind while standing on top of a mountain, or the feeling of the early morning air that's still wet with dew and smells like evergreens and wildflowers, or the feeling of the sun hitting our skin first thing in the morning, or a warm fire in the middle of a snowstorm in winter. There's something about being in the presence of nature in its most raw and honest form that changes us, that transforms us. It makes us feel connected to something greater. Some people call it God, the universe, source energy. When we get rid of the distractions of the world and we go deeper into the quiet of nature, that's when we feel it the most. It's like all the noise and craziness of everyday life just fades away, leaving us with a clear sense of what really matters. In these moments, we realize how small and insignificant, yet important we are. The rustling of leaves, the gentle breeze, a crackling fire. It all feels like something bigger than words can describe. A deep feeling of belonging and peace, making us feel like we're part of something way larger than ourselves. Whenever I'm feeling the most lost in my life, I go to the mountains and it kind of feels like I'm coming home. When we strip everything away and it's just us and nature, we appreciate the simple, amazing beauty of just being alive, and that we don't really need much else.
Across the tracks, the trains will run the night.
There is something incredible about the feeling of summer wind. It is incredible. Wow. It's stuck in my hair. Woo!
The seasons are about to change. I can feel it on these colder mornings. The transition from summer to fall can feel so abrupt sometimes. One day it's hot and the air is sticky and feels very dense. And then all of a sudden, one morning you step outside and there's this fresh, crisp feel in the air. You know that feeling? It's like everything's about to change. So I made these candles and I put too much herbs in them, so they burn like crazy. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm drinking a hot coffee right now. This morning is a little bit chilly, but it feels so good. This like perfect, crisp morning air is coming in through the windows, and I don't know what it is about like early mornings here in the summertime, but they are so magical. I can't even explain. I've been waking up every day around like 4:30, and I'll open the windows wide and just like sit there and breathe in this like perfect, sweet, fresh morning air, and it just feels so good. It feels so good. I've also been coming down here every day and working on my book, which I'm like 2 years into this book, you guys, and it's a fiction book, just a story that I thought of and have been trying to write for so long. It's not really like I want this book to do anything. Like, I don't really even want to release it necessarily. I just like writing it. So I think it's really sacred to have like certain creative outlets that are for no other reason than to just do them. Like, you don't monetize them. You just have them for yourself. It's really nice, actually. Let's blow this crazy candle out. Look at this. It's like a torch. Every morning in late August, I find myself in the garden picking perfectly ripe blackberries and blueberries. Our garden this year is wild and untamed, and honestly, that's okay. I'm more okay these days with things not being perfect. One day, I know, I will get my act together with this garden. I will spend all summer weeding with my hands in the earth, but for now, I'm okay with the chaos. I've come to this realization that I would rather spend the rest of my 20s really living, exploring the world, being free, than spending all summer weeding the garden. Look at all these beautiful blackberries, you guys. Oh my gosh. I think blackberries are my favorite fruit. They're just so, the best flavor ever. Life is better when we just go with the natural flow of it than force things to go exactly how we want them to go. Because honestly, that never really works. As I've matured over the years, I've realized the value of patience and delayed gratification. My dream of all dreams in life is to have more space and to build a larger house. So for the past 2 years, I've been actively working on that goal, getting soil tests, land surveys, and drawing plans for permits. It's been 2 years and I haven't even started building yet. And I remember when I first started the process 2 years ago, I was so impatient. I wanted it all done right now. And then after so many things going wrong and all these delays, it's really taught me to just let go. I honestly don't care if it takes another 2 years. This process has really just forced me to enjoy the journey and not be so focused on the destination. Oh my God. I've been getting milk from a local farmer and making my own yogurt out of it. Whoa, that is life-changing. Homemade yogurt tastes incredible. I have a lot to do today. I just figured out that my sister is pretty sick, so I'm gonna make her like a care package. My sourdough is huge and bubbling and ready to use. So I'm gonna make maybe 2 loaves of bread, maybe some muffins, I don't know. I hate being sick. I feel so helpless. So anything I can do to help, I'm gonna be doing. Okay, you guys, so for a long time on YouTube, I really had to force myself to fit into a specific box. For so many years, I was worried about meeting expectations and sticking to a certain formula, even if it didn't always align with what I truly wanted to create. And it's exhausting trying to keep up with being something that you're not. Months ago, I decided it was time to start creating the types of videos I truly wanted to make. That's why I started this new story series. And honestly, it's been so incredibly freeing. And the main reason it's been so freeing is because my biggest fear came true. I had this fear that if I changed, people wouldn't like the change. And sure enough, some people didn't like the change. They hated it, actually, that I was doing something different. But you know what? Once it happened, I realized I was free from that fear. I'd faced it, and it didn't kill me, you know? In fact, it made me feel more liberated to just be myself and create what I truly enjoy, no matter what other people think. So every day this week I have been taking these longer kind of walks down here by the river, and something weird is happening. So every single day this week that I've walked, well, it happened 5 times, but 5 times I've been walking and a rattlesnake has crossed my path. Like I almost step on it. And I started to realize today, like maybe this means something, you know, because rattlesnakes have a really strong, like, spiritual significance. I don't know, maybe this is like a sign for my spirit guides. I don't know what it means, but maybe it's a message. I'm gonna jump in the river. It sounds so nice. It's so hot today. Oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot get over how incredible this water feels. If you don't live near water, fill your bathtub up with ice cold water and jump in it, and I promise you will feel incredible. Oh, there's also just something so like primal about being completely nude out in nature. I just love it so much. So Logan has been gone most of the summer. He was visiting family back home and then was on tour and then working a bunch on different projects. He's just been really, really busy doing his own thing, and we haven't been able to spend much time together. So tonight I am making him his favorite meal, homemade lasagna, which is also one of my favorite foods. Making pasta from scratch is honestly so worth it. It's pretty easy, I feel like, once you get the hang of it, and the taste is like so far superior. It's not even really comparable, in my opinion, to what you can buy. Oh, you guys, it's just so good. You have to try it. I'm so excited to try this. It's so hot, but it's so good.
It's hot?
It's hot, but it's so good. I'm eating it still. What do you think?
I think I love it.
Before you can find me, cold pictures in the stone.
You guys, look how beautiful the sunset is tonight. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just hiked up this mountain and I always forget how hard that is. I brought some hot tea. And the sunset tonight is so pretty. The past like 4 nights it's been cloudy and I haven't been able to see a sunset, so I'm happy I came up here tonight. Yum. Anyways, you guys, thank you all so much for watching this video, and yeah, I'll see you all next week, okay? Bye-bye.